I'm Dino Mosquera, and let's square up the worldview. Victoria's Lesbian Action Group fights to exclude trans women from events, says we don't hate them. A gender-critical lesbian organization in Victoria, Australia, is continuing its legal effort to exclude trans women from its public events, while stating, quote, "We don't hate trans people," end quote. The Victoria-based chapter of Lesbian Action Group, LAG, is appealing a Human Rights Commission ruling that prevents the exclusion of trans women from its gatherings. The group argues its events should remain limited to cisgender women, saying it wants young and emerging lesbians to have a safe spaces without biological males present. Australian law at both state and federal levels recognizes trans women as women. Spokesperson Nicole Mowbray told the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, quote, "We don't hate trans people. We fully support trans people living their best lives and creating their own spaces and having their own events. There is plenty of trans-only events, and that's fine. We would just like to be afforded the same right," end quote. The Lesbian Action Group's earlier request to overturn a ruling allowing trans women at its event was denied. In 2023, the group applied for an exemption under the Sex Discrimination Act to hold events for lesbians born female only. Authority ruled against the exception, citing concern it could enable further discrimination against transgender women. On January 20th, the Administrative Appeals Tribunal senior member Stewart Fenwick upheld that decision. This is so controversial and so wrong, in my opinion. Again, I'm not you don't have to be a lesbian person or a trans person to have my position. I think it's a wrong position. Again, you know, people may have different opinions, and Martina Navratilova is famous for stating this kind of
the turf, you mean?
Yeah.
Please call her what she is.
She is one of those that think that trans women don't belong in the same spaces as lesbians or gay. I mean, lesbians. So I find that very wrong and exclusionary. So, but again, I bounce it back to you guys and to see what you think. But I think we need more inclusive places and not exclusive.
This shit pisses me the F off. Like big time. But I'm going to let Adriana talk first because she doesn't need me to talk before.
Go ahead. I got you. Go ahead.
So, we don't hate them. We just don't want them at our event. Girl, and I'm calling you girl loosely, okay? Like, that is hate right there. Let's not dress it up in any kind of soft language, okay? And call it community. It's not. LGBTQ plus, we don't get to pick and choose when it's inclusive for you. We don't. So the real question is, who gets to belong and who made you the freaking gatekeeper? Okay? Because I will not enter a place where my trans sister's not included. I just won't. Period. So, I mean, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And, you know, and I'm surprised of Australia is usually very inclusive. You know, when we get stories out of there, we get some very supportive stories. But this shit takes the cake. And those lesbians, I mean, like, come on. It really, really pisses me off. Like, for real.
It makes me feel like that whole statement, you know, trans women are women. We're either women or we're not. You know, like, it's okay. Is it okay for us to be in the bathroom with the women? Well, maybe it's okay to be in the bathroom with them, but you don't want us at an all women event. It just makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
You know, Trans Inclusive Group does so many different events, and they're always like, hey, first of all, everyone's welcome. If you want to come in, we'll answer your questions, we'll talk to you, whatever you want to do. But you're always very clear about gender diverse folks.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, always very clear with those words to let people know.
You know, it's very important to us at Trans Inclusive that we are inclusive to everyone. So when we have events, specifically just like the town hall that we're having, it's a women's event. So it's cisgender and transgender women and gender diverse individuals.
It's perpetuating what the straight community that support this, separation of bathrooms, saying that a trans woman should not use a bathroom where a biological female uses the bathroom because they are a menace. They are dangerous. Why is that? It's no different to me. Now, this is worse because it's coming from the lesbian community. I just don't understand how we can be as exclusionary as those straight folks that are so hateful. I'm sorry. I don't see the difference. I don't.
That whole lesbian group should just change their names to Lesbian Turfs in Australia.
Lesbian Turfs.
Just saying.
Amen.
There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.